afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 24 of the XBA and PST Full English Podcast stroke Vidcast, brought to you by Rosero on multiple platforms.
Why do you say brought to you by Rosero?
Because it's on the Rosero channel.
So we are Rosero. It sounds like they're a sponsor.
We're back, yeah. So Rich's fault.
Yeah, I went away again last week to see the family. So that's why.
Yeah, so we usually do it. We only do it when there's three of us in the office, of course, because
two would just be shit.
It takes two to tango, but three to have a party, right?
Remember that one we did without Rich? That was good.
All of the ones without Rich were great. Remember that one we did without Lee? That was great as well.
That was the best one.
With Julia?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
I'd never watched it, listened to it.
Really?
I never have the Mike Biffle
disgusts me.
Yeah, me too.
She disgusts me.
And they were both great. And what I'm going to say is that the overall factor in them being great is guests.
Right.
So you thought I was going to say me.
I thought you were going to say you.
Yeah,
definitely.
I did.
Brilliant. So yeah, 2 weeks ago was the last one. They're going to be quite sporadic, I think, for the next few months.
Well, because we've got E3 and MCM.
Yeah.
And you're away, I'm away, we're going off to see games, there's E3 showcases.
Yeah.
We might just be really busy like the other week and not have a chance to do it. So we're a bit all over the place. It's E3 period! Ah!
Yeah, so be prepared for us maybe breaking the weekly schedule a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just missing out a week here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to do one from E3 like before? Or like video diaries or whatever they were called?
Oh yeah, they were good. Yeah, we could do them. Yeah, sure.
Did you book the porn star house?
No, I need to...
Are you going to do it?
No, because we need more people.
There's a venue, I'm going to explain for the poddies. There's a venue in LA and it's like a big kind of cool loft space. And it often, I think last year Outside Xbox had it, other people have had it.
Wait,
and it's a porn star set.
Oh, I'm thinking it's completely different.
A porn film set.
Oh, the place that we were looking at, there's this massive mansion in Beverly Hills that had a grotto, swimming pool kind of thing.
Wouldn't
Nice.
the porn star set probably smell a bit whiffy? So just have a aura.
A little puddles of jizz,
Sort of jizz
in the corner.
And just get your UV lighter. Holy shit.
Nice jizzy
Everything's purple.
Jackson Pollock's done a painting in here. Holy crap.
So yeah, the place I was looking at, because usually we used to do hotels, but now we do Airbnb. So I need to book it tomorrow. But I'm out tomorrow. It's also busy. And then I'm away on the weekend seeing Secret Game.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Secret Game. It's Secret Game.
Top secret.
Yeah, so it's going to be a mental few months.
Crazy.
Yeah,
and there's lots of good stuff coming out soon too. May's a pretty big month.
Yeah, May gutted. You're away for one thing. Can't say what you're seeing.
It's only a weekend, isn't it?
No, but you miss your launch of the Destiny DLC.
Which we will get to later. Yes.
Also, Witcher 3.
Yeah,
Right.
same day.
No. Oh yeah.
So how are you gonna? I thought.
Which we will also get to.
So you come back for one day and then go to MCM. You're going to be jet lagged to fuck.
Yeah, probably, right?
Yeah, falling asleep on that camera.
I don't really move it much anyway. So at MCM, Dan's like chatty stage man. Rich is doing the news posts and in the chat on the streams.
Yeah.
And I'm one of the cameramen. I don't really move it very often.
But if the camera does drop to the floor, you know why? It's just gone.
The real issue is standing up for 50 minutes.
Yeah, that's
which sounds ridiculous.
Not just that though. Like 15, 16 hours over the weekend.
Yeah.
Do you know what you should do? You know, like some old men have those little walking sticks that turn into a little stool.
You should do.
Get one of them.
I think that every year. And
Or
I'm going to get one next year.
Or I should get you seats.
That would be cool. Like, yeah. Will you be able to though?
Probably, but I don't
What
want
about, you know, like one year we had those screens around the cameras to block us off. Like hooked like a sort of brace around it so you can just hang.
I like that idea. Can I have a hammock? Can I have a camera hammock?
And where can we get a hammock from the...
Just sort it out. You're the bus.
There's Hammocks R Us on 3rd. There's
it's the Hammock District.
Oh, it's the Hammock District on 3rd.
What's this a reference to?
The Simpsons.
It's the Simpsons.
It's the best Simpsons episode ever.
But you could totally line
No,
up.
that's the James Bondy one.
Yeah,
that's the same one, you bellend.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Hank Scorpio.
Yeah.
Hank Scorpio.
And Homer goes to work for, what are they called, the company? Do you remember?
Scorpio Industries.
Globex.
Oh.
Globex.
No,
Globex Corporation.
Wasn't it Globex and the girls?
It's the Globex Corporation or something.
Oh, I think it might have been, yeah.
So
and he gets in, he goes, I've got a great way to motivate my new people. Hammocks. Where can I get some from?
And Tom Landry's hat. That was it.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
I don't know who Tom Landry is. But
Yeah, he's like, can you work a little bit faster? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Productivity's up by 30%.
Sure, boss. Call me Homer.
Alright, well, let's just kick things on, because I can't read Rich's writing, so I'm like,
What are you looking at?
all of it. Alright, let's...
I'll read it to you if you want.
I've got it, Richard.
Alright.
It's your cue.
What? Oh, yeah, sorry.
I can't really
It
say
happens
this.
after 10 minutes, not 5.
What?
We've got
We
rules.
usually ramble for longer, don't we?
Yeah, but it's going to be quite... I think it's going to be shorter.
Okay.
Because we've got so much to do after this closes. So we're
So,
streaming at 5.
that
But before
means-
this, if you haven't noticed or you don't tune into our Twitch streams, do, because we now do the news at 5.
Yeah,
Tuesday,
we do.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Delivered in our own professional style.
Totally
Which is
professional.
random as fuck.
Totally professional.
Ready?
So,
No.
yeah. Go.
Go. No.
It's time for the fucking news!
Yes, it is time for the effing news.
Yes.
And I don't like to swear too often on our podcast, because we've got young listeners.
There's children watching.
Fannies.
Fannies is not a swear word.
Is fannies not a swear?
Toilet. Urine.
Toilet poo-poos.
Winkies.
Uranus.
Toilet water.
Alright, well let's start with a biggie. Project Cars.
That's got a date now. That's got a date now.
Again.
Yeah, May 8th.
Is this the 5th date?
Well,
Don't
they
know,
said
but
mid-May before, didn't they?
definitely coming this time. Definitely.
When?
May 8th. 8th of May. 8th of May. May the 8th.
May the 8th be with you.
May the 8th be with you. Yeah.
Tell them about that comment.
Oh yeah, we had a comment on the Star Wars teaser that's coming tomorrow. We're on the 16th. No, today. Shit, today?
I don't know, one of the days.
One of the days, soon anyway, this month. And yeah, the teasing
This
Star Wars
weekend.
Battlefront. The first comment on the news story posted for it was, why didn't they wait till May to do it? The Star Wars Day, May the 5th. For those that don't know, it's May the 5th be with you. And obviously this opened the floodgates to loads of people taking the piss
What was
out
the
of
first
it.
comment?
So like the 5th, what is it? The 5th is stronger this one.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Star Wars, when we were talking about Project Cars. Yes, Project Cars has release date, May the 8th. It's out. It's going to be Kari and Simi. He doesn't like racing games, so his opinion is valid. Actually, the fact that you still like Destiny makes your opinion go down more and more.
Lee played Destiny again for hours last night.
Well,
Hours, he says.
We'll come to that in a bit, because you haven't wrote down the Destiny news on here.
Because I knew that Lee would know it. I thought it's a waste of ink. Lee will
Yeah.
instinctively know it all.
Alright, well let's go on. Have your Destiny moment.
Go on.
Destiny expansion 2.
What's it called?
What's it called? The
House
House
of
of
Cards.
Wolves.
House of Cards
It's-
with Kevin Spacey.
it's got a release
Cards.
date.
That'd be good.
Release date of May the 19th, and it won't have a raid, and that's a good thing. And people that think otherwise are silly,
Why is it a good thing?
because the gap between doing
Quota.
missions and stuff with 3 people and matchmaking, the leap that you have to make to do raids and like find 5 other people
Right.
and organise like 2 hours of your life that you can all be free and there's no matchmaking, it's a bit of a thing. Only 10% of people have completed a raid out of all of the people that have
Really?
bought Destiny, so they need to plug the gap in the middle, and they're doing something called Prisoner of Elders, which is probably going to be like a horde mode with different variants.
Right.
Hopefully it'll be like, what was the Halo kind of
Firefight.
horde mode?
Firefight.
Yeah, that was pretty good, right?
Yeah,
If it's
it's
a bit like that, that'd be cool.
I suppose. But can you answer me this?
Riddle me this.
Who is going to be playing that on May the 19th when The Witcher 3 is out?
Well,
Who
not
in their
me,
right mind?
because
No.
I won't be here.
Yeah, and I think I sent him away on purpose for this guy. So May the 19th, I was like, yeah, Lee's going. Didn't even ask Rich. Yeah, Lee, do you want to go? Yeah, you go.
Look, whatever you think about Destiny, it's got a big old community and they're either excited or angry about it.
It's a big old community that wants a raid though, right? Like,
A lot of them, yeah.
10% of people have completed a raid
Yeah.
in Destiny. But I reckon it's those 10% that are still playing, and the other 90% of me is like, yeah, fuck that.
Maybe.
So
the core community, the ones that are on the subreddit, are losing their shit because they want to raid.
Well, it's like the feeling that I get is that Bungie just couldn't be bothered.
I think it.
fairly sure it's got nothing to do with that.
No, I know, but
No, I think they've been working on it, but at the moment it's just not ready to release them rather than delay the whole DLC.
They're gonna introduce a raid later then.
Yeah, what's not
that's
been
alright.
confirmed yet is whether they'll charge for it or not. But they sold that season pass and those expansions on the fact that each one would have a raid, so they've got to give it away for free,
The season
really.
pass wasn't cheap either.
And it wasn't cheap.
So the season pass gives you what?
Those two expansions.
What?
That's it.
Crota and Wolves.
The Deep Below House of Wolves.
Yeah, that's it.
What was Crota and? That was in the Deep Below.
Yeah.
Okay, I just know it as the raid names.
Yeah.
Because the amount of times, Crota tonight, mate. Yeah, fancy doing some Crota.
What was the first raid called again?
The Vault of
Yeah,
Glass.
That's it, the Vault
it's
of Glass.
Bog. It's Bog, mate. Are we doing Bog tonight? Are we doing Bog?
Do you know what?
Bog off.
It's nice that you listen to me,
No,
even
it's
if you
not.
use it to take the piss out
It's
of me.
not. It's been drilled in that I can't get it out. I have nightmares about Bog.
I only do it now to wind you up, you know that, right?
No.
I do it to
He
annoy
doesn't-
you.
he doesn't.
We were on the
He
tube
does.
yesterday
I can
and
tell.
I was
He was looking
showing
at the
him Reddit stuff.
Destiny.
No, he doesn't. The thing he does to wind me up is press the open door on the tube and the door's already open. And I'm like, nope, not getting involved. So, that's going to flop then, right?
No.
I've got the season pass and I haven't
What's
bothered to download any of the content. I just
Did you buy the season pass?
No, I bought the limited edition thinking that it was all going to be great. And I thought, I'll get the season
Oh, I've
pass.
got the
with
season
it.
pass.
Yeah.
Let's do Vault of Glass tomorrow.
Do you want to? Yeah, alright.
I'm at level 7, is that alright?
If Lee was on
Yeah.
Xbox One, I might play it occasionally.
Yeah, I probably
with
would
him.
as well, you know.
Yeah.
You'd fucked us over.
Yeah, you're a fool.
Alright, well, consider yourself lucky that you're
Yeah.
missing out.
No, I suppose.
Yeah, so instead, you know what games I'm playing?
What?
None.
You're not playing nothing?
Nothing.
You must be.
I'm playing Mortal Kombat X.
Since Bloodborne, that's your last one, right?
Apart from stream stuff.
Yeah. We
But
played
yeah,
Bully the other day.
yeah, I really
That
like
was
that.
fun.
Yeah.
I want to redo that.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
not redo it, but continue it.
Yeah.
We're also waiting for Diablo.
Oh,
He hasn't got your smoker thing.
Oh, what
Right,
you
let's,
do?
alright, let's see whether you can get the entire podcast without it.
Alright.
It's 3 seconds. Alright, let's move on to some small news for a big game. The Witcher's Gold, it's coming out. That's it.
Yeah, no more delays, no more nothing.
It's printed on disc, being mass produced. It's out the door.
This is what I need, I think.
Yeah, to get you back in.
Yeah, like, because I go through, I get absorbed.
Are you going to review that then?
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay.
It's going to be a struggle,
I've
isn't
still
it?
got to finish Witcher 2. Just need to find some time.
When are we going to have time to do The Witcher, unless they send it super early?
Well, they need to send it super early, because, yeah.
Even then, Bethesda sent us Skyrim 3 weeks before launch.
But that's a big, well, yeah. Witcher 3, though, they're saying you can possibly do it in 200 hours?
I thought that was
200
if
hours
you do
worth of stuff?
everything.
If you do
I'm that
everything,
kind of person though, right?
Yeah, you are, aren't you? Yeah.
So,
you need 200 hours.
I might get used to it, and then I'll spread it out over the next 6
Yeah.
months, talking about it every day at work. Mate, I went into this little town and fought a demon.
I love chat like that, especially in a game where, from what you told us from when you did the preview, you can go off and just discover shit.
I was the only one that fought the... Oh shit, what's her name? She's basically a ghoulie bride.
Ghoulie Bride.
But there's a nice little story behind.
The Ghoulie Bride.
Well, not a nice story, but
I
an
don't care what it's
interesting
called.
story.
It should be called the Ghoulie Bride.
The ghoulie bride.
See,
Yeah.
they oh, Lee, come on.
That wasn't even a minute.
Please
was
just
it?
run off if you're listening.
Oh, that wasn't even a minute.
For his
I'm
little
appalled.
smoker thing.
Deep with dummy.
Oh shit! Did we do the questions for the end?
Oh, did we do them last time?
You keep on talking, I'll go and get this thing.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna end.
Organised.
So yeah, I fought this.
Ghoulie witch. Witchy ghoul.
She was a bride.
Ghoulie Bride, that's it.
Ghoulie bride. So basically, she got killed somehow, and because she got killed in this really horrific way, her spirit still
I remember you
lingered.
telling me about this now.
So I had to do rituals and stuff to get her out, and then when I fought her, it's like, fuck man, she's hard.
You got to make her corporeal
Yes, I do have to make her a corporeal, real life form.
to be able to kill her.
See, I love all that. If you come in and talk about that every day, that's cool. I like those kind of stories.
I've just been playing it in the office. I'm making sure around May that all the MTM stuff's done, all E3's done, and I'm just going to sit here, not having to review it, just playing it in the office, going, oh guys, fuck off!
Why do you not want to review it? Because you want to absorb it.
Yeah.
That's part of the review
You can't
process
enjoy
anyway,
it in quite the same way in an RPG like that.
No.
Unless you get it early like you did Skyrim.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Well, it's gold already, so it's being, you know.
Yeah, I
made as we
might have
speak.
a word. Got some contacts at the printers.
The earlier the
Come on, mate, slip us one off there.
off the conveyor belt, mate.
Alright, so we're ready for that later.
Alright, cool,
Okay,
cool.
Excellent.
That's very community. I've got cool.
Yeah, I bet. Right.
So what's next, man? What are we going for next, Mankind?
No, we're going to leave that till last because we're going to talk about it for ages.
Alright.
Like 6 minutes.
Alright, what about 2K Australia today?
2K Australia is closed down.
That's pretty bad.
They have shut. They started off as Irrational Australia or something like that.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
they assisted on all of the Bioshock games.
Right.
That's the first one, the second one, and the third one
Right,
of the
yes.
3. All of those.
Thanks for breaking it down for all of the Bioshock games.
That's alright. They also worked on the pre-sequel, obviously. They were the lead developer on the
Borderlands.
pre-sequel Borderlands.
Yeah.
But they've been shut because basically they're too far away and they cost too much money.
I thought
Really?
that. The problem with the Canadian? Australian.
Right. Could they
but-
not have relocated it?
Anywhere in Australia is expensive.
Well,
Is
we
it expensive place to live,
relocated it
isn't
to...
So they get paid more.
Right.
So
Yeah.
the big cost with development is staff.
That sucks.
Plus,
So-
if you're collaborating with
people have a
them,
job.
they're up at a different time. and
Yeah. So
everything.
if they're in America, I'm just trying to work this out now. If they're in America, which is -8,
Right, yeah, and they're like plus
and they're
whatever.
plus, I think they're plus like 12 at the moment,
Mm.
then that puts them on a 20-hour difference.
Yeah, it's
Well,
complicated.
but actually that's not really that complicated, is it?
Well, either way, it's not. It'd be better if they're trying to relocate as many people as possible. They always say that when they close, or they often say that when they close studios. So I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
But even if it is only a few hours difference, if they want to go to Vancouver or wherever the hell, then it makes more sense. Because
Yeah.
they're typically a support studio anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
They did a good job with Borderlands, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. I liked Borderlands pre-sequel. Wasn't quite as good as the others, but it had its moments, you know. It was decent.
Mm.
So they're best of luck to everybody finding a new job.
Yeah.
I read a thing once that said if you haven't been sacked from a game development job like 5 times, or not even sacked, lost your job,
Yeah.
then you know you're not really a developer.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who said that?
I can't remember, it was ages ago I read that.
It's on a YouTube comment. Alright, moving swiftly on. F1 2015, dated June 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
with
played
you on
it. I played it. Looks great. Looks beautiful.
that. This is the
Very
first
cool.
next gen?
Yes.
Second next
First
gen.
new gen one.
Yeah.
It's looking tasty, and they've not even finished like the car models properly yet and stuff. Still lighting,
Yeah.
jiggery pokery to be applied.
Did they say anything about, are they just bolting stuff onto the Ego engine, or are they doing a whole new
No,
new
apparently
gen thing?
it's Ego Engine 3 built from the ground up for this.
Oh
The
really?
next
So
gen?
still the
Or just
still the
for
Ego
F1?
engine. Just for next gen, I guess.
What about Dirt 4?
So
It'll-
for
that'll
Dirt,
be
Dirt
in it
4
as
it'll
well,
be
right?
yeah, an Ego Engine 3 game I would have thought. But also people haven't they've been getting the wrong end of the stick with the content, thinking that it's the 2014 season. That's a bonus extra that's going to be included for free on the disc, the 2014 season. So you got last season and this season.
What
But
does
this
that mean?
season won't be ready.
No, so they'll release digital updates for each race as
Free.
it happens. Free, yeah, free digital updates, keeping it all up to date as the season unfolds.
As someone who hasn't really watched F1 since like Nigel Mansell,
Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah.
What does that mean?
What's the cars like?
No, but what does that mean? It's all the same tracks every year anyway.
They change the rules every year,
the
tracks.
tracks change. Some years it's Hockenheim in Germany, other times it's the Nürburgring.
Oh.
And the rules as well.
Like this year's Mexico, and they didn't have it last year, and the rules change and stuff, and the cars change.
Yeah, I know that bit.
Yeah.
I didn't know the other bit.
Like there's new manufacturers.
I thought it was always Singapore. It was always. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Right.
So like this year, I think
there are the ones that it's always that right, and then there's couples that they.
Like Monaco.
Yeah, but there's a whole
as far as I know,
manufacturer coming back this or have come back this year. I can't remember who.
Isn't somebody talking like a big manufacturer about joining the F1 as well?
Yeah,
Skoda.
Who is it?
Is it
Because
Audi?
it's always been Mercedes, Ferrari, and
Is it
McLaren?
Audi?
no,
Ferrari?
I don't think so.
McLaren?
No, because
Lotus?
Mercedes and McLaren. No, Lotus is a Ferrari engine, I think, or a Mercedes engine.
Oh, is it?
Or a Renault
What are you
engine.
talking about
even. There's 3 different types of engines.
Oh, you're talking about the engines?
The
not
engine,
the...
yeah, I'm talking about that. Like the manufacturer, like, yeah, that Honda. That's it, Honda are back.
Okay.
So yeah, if anyone cares about F1, that's exciting, I'm sure. But
That's good knowledge, though, Rich. I'm
Thanks.
impressed.
It is.
As ever.
What was the name of the stormtrooper? That,
oh, the stormtrooper that found the droid part in the desert.
Yeah.
Davin Felth.
Okay.
Yeah, alright. Learned something new there.
That sounds like a sex euphemism.
I know, right?
So I've tipped it over and
Right, so
Davin Felth.
go right Davin Felfin.
So the story behind that is
Yeah.
earlier on, Rich dropped that into a conversation, and me and Lee were like, "What?"
Yeah.
Why did he drop it?
I don't
Because
know.
I was saying, why are you seeing Star Wars Battlefront? You don't know as much about Star Wars.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Oh right,
It's
yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's
He's
like, you don't
proving
know
his Star
Davin
Wars
Felth
knowledge.
is. Yeah.
No, like I bet there's like a 1% of
It's-
Star Wars fans.
It's bullshit.
You're
It's
bullshit.
complete bollocks.
Is he
No,
Welsh,
that's-
Davin Felf?
Yeah, he is.
Darwin.
He's from the
Darwin
he's from the
Felth
valleys.
is the only guy in the village.
Davin
It's the only game in the galaxy.
Yeah.
No, come on. Luke's gay as well, right?
Really?
What? He loves Han Solo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's like a love triangle.
That's
thing.
understandable.
That's interesting.
Like
What,
Luke loves
so
Han.
sexy, right?
Han
Han
Solo's
loves-
real sexy. No?
No,
Yeah, totally.
Come on.
Like Luke and Han.
No, Luke's wimpy.
If you
Handsome man.
told
Throw
Han
Chewie
Solo-
in there as well. And that'll be
Oh.
If you told Han Solo that you love him and he said, "I know about you," you'd love that.
Yeah,
You'd
I
love
know.
that shit.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
what
Everybody
he
loves
says.
Han Solo, though, right?
that's what he says, though, isn't it?
Oh, in the film.
Yeah.
Rich is right. You shouldn't preview
No, if
Star
you don't
Wars
even know
Battlefront.
that, you shouldn't be.
Mate,
doing
I've
Star
not
Wars
seen
stuff,
Star
mate.
Wars in a while. Are you going to Secret Cinema?
No, because I haven't
Fuck
got. I haven't
you,
got £200 lying around.
Non-Star
Just
Wars fan.
oh look, what I found on the back of the sofa. Oh, 200
Mate,
quid. That's
I'm
what.
going
That's
to
you.
spend. I'm going to
That's
spend
you.
£1,000 on an official Stormtrooper
Well,
outfit.
I'm not surprised.
That would be amazing.
So I've got to sell my place in Sheffield, so I'm going to use that and invest it in
Got too much
In
money,
a Star
mate.
Wars.
And actually, we're going to put it in the office.
You got too much money, mate. Too much money.
So it's going in the corner.
Do you remember when they released the special editions on DVD of the Star Wars things in like 2000 or whenever it was? In Blockbusters and places like that, they had life-size
Did they?
character cutouts, but they had motion detecting things in, and when you walked
Played
past,
sounds.
it would say little quotes.
Right.
My mate had one in his bedroom
Oh,
for
really?
ages of
Oh,
Darth
nice.
Vader. It's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
It's nerdy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to spend £1,000 on a Star Trooper outfit. Which isn't nerdy at all.
Money well spent.
It's an investment.
Yeah.
You're going to get a Leia outfit for your missus.
No.
Actually,
Chewbacca.
haven't you been gouged enough by Star Wars as it is?
What do you mean?
Him.
Yeah, we did
In
spend
back there.
200 quid on a
Oh
bin.
wow! But we're going to have like a whole Star Wars thing going on. That's all
Yeah.
we've got in the office.
There might be
Yeah.
people watching that have never seen it.
This isn't good for the listeners, though, is it?
No, but the listeners.
If you're listening, just imagine a R2D2 shaped bin.
Just don't open it because there's loads of shit in that stinks.
There's this.
It's a bin that we actually use as well.
Yeah, we do use it. We shouldn't though, because it's beautiful.
How did we get from F1 to?
I can't
Sorry.
remember. That's all part of the
How did we
fun.
get from F1 to Star Wars?
Just in an attempt to find something interesting to talk about because F1's boring.
Speaking of Star Wars, Star Ocean 5 is
Oh.
like a war in the stars.
I've forgotten what it's called. It's
Planet
got a big
Fake
silly
Creed.
name.
Planet Fake Creed. Oh,
Embarrassment.
something and faithlessness.
Yeah, something of-
Infinity and faithlessness.
No,
no.
something?
Embellishment and faithfulness.
Yeah.
It's convoluted name.
Yeah.
Star Ocean 5 convoluted subtitle.
Anyway, so that's coming out. It's a PlayStation 3 and 4 exclusive. It's developed by the proper people, Tri-Ace. It hasn't got a Western announcement yet. So far it's Japan only.
Guaranteed that when it does come to the West, it won't be called that bollocks name.
You would hope not. They released a trailer which was bollocks. This didn't have anything in it. It just kind of recapped the story of the previous games.
Brilliant.
And we know that it's set 6,000 light years away from Earth.
Planet Fakery.
On the
I
Planet
committed that to
Fakery.
memory.
Oh, I saw someone chatting on Twitter that you'll never guess the central thing of the story.
Yeah, go on.
It's got a protagonist that's got memory loss.
Oh, I
Oh,
saw
wow.
that, yeah. Isn't that every Star
That's
Ocean?
never
That's
been done before.
every JRPG, right? Lost
No.
Odyssey was like
Lost
that.
Odyssey was, yeah.
And that's the only one that matters.
This Final Fantasy hadn't done that, have they?
Final Fantasy VII, didn't Cloud have some sort of memory loss?
Wait, hold on. Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, Tidus.
Didn't Tidus just not know his past?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Yeah, so that's coming out. Kind of interesting that the previous version was like a timed Xbox 360 exclusive, and now they're not even bothering. But not surprising, I guess, because it's a very Japanese game, and no one gives a shit about Xbox in Japan.
Yeah, but in the West, a lot of people give a shit about Star Ocean.
Yeah, so maybe it'll come out later down the line, like Star Ocean 4 did.
The thing is, localisation's such a...
But they're already
Really?
localising it for PlayStation, if they
yeah.
do bring it over.
I suppose, yeah.
Right,
Might as well.
let's move on. Abe's Exodus is coming eventually, finally.
Was that PlayStation only?
No, he didn't say.
Didn't say.
It's super early in development. It won't be ready for ages. And it's like the sequel to Abe's Odyssey, but it's not considered part of like the core.
Canon.
What do they call it? There's a funny
Canon.
name for
Lore?
it, like the Abeology or something.
Really? The oddology.
And it follows Abe as he attempts to stop the nasty people from making a drink
Rupture Farms.
with some funny name. It's not Rupture Farms. With some
What?
funny name. It's made out of like a Mudokan tears. How'd you say it? I was getting it wrong during that.
Mudokan, they were saying,
Mudokan.
weren't they? Mudokan.
I've been saying it wrong for
I thought it was
20
Mudokon.
years.
Yeah, I thought it was Mudokon.
Yeah.
Weird.
So that's
Okay.
coming eventually.
Mudokan.
Good old Lorne Lanning. We asked them so many times that question and they didn't tell us.
Yeah, never mind.
There's a load of indie games coming to the PS4 as well that I have no idea about.
The Escapists
Oh, I know that, obviously.
is coming. Ziggurat, which is like a roguelite, they call it, first person shooter with killer carrots in it.
And
Bet you're
Invisible
interested
Ink.
now, aren't
Killer
you?
Carrots?
Killer Carrots, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. And Invisible Ink, which is from Klee Entertainment. The
Clay.
developers don't... I thought Klee...
Wait.
They pronounce it Clay.
So they've
Right.
gone from being predominantly Xbox exclusive
Yeah, it's
now to-
predominantly PlayStation. Just shows, doesn't it? The indie support. PS4's giving more indie love.
I really like that studio. Mark of the Ninja was great.
Shank.
I
You play
really
Shank
enjoyed
games?
Don't Starve. I played Shank for about 5 minutes
Yeah,
on my Mac.
legend. Mark
Shank
of the
is just
Ninja.
simple.
Yeah, it was just like
You said that.
Streets
Did
of
you say
Rage,
that already?
right?
It was alright.
What was Clay's first game?
Was it Shank?
I think it was.
No, it wasn't that.
It's the first one I was aware of.
Oh, no, it
Me
was.
too.
Wasn't it? Because they were set up, the studios were set up by 2K,
Wasn't it EA?
I thought it was 2K.
No, EA.
Oh, no, it was EA, yeah.
Because didn't they?
2K
EA,
had
EA
the
an indie
really
label,
funny
didn't
one.
they? Oh yeah.
What was the Adventures of Someone, Secret Pinocchio, I don't know what it was. It looked like a... I don't know.
The
But it was
Adventures
EA.
of Secret Pinocchio.
Why have they
No.
got N Plus on their website?
Because they did M+.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did they really?
Well then N. And they're created by MetaNet software.
Right.
And they ported it, didn't they?
I guess they must have. Anyway, good studio.
some good
Game
indies.
looks good. It's like a turn-based, sneaky
What is that?
infiltration thing. And it's a good studio.
It looks like a bit of a departure for them because they seem to have become synonymous with kind of cartoony, very stylised comic book style
Well,
games.
I don't know
That
if you
doesn't
can
look
paint
like
them
that.
into a thing because they've got. They did a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Yeah.
They did
Cartoony comic style.
That was because Thingy texted me that.
I mean the visual
Oh,
style.
right, I didn't even see what it
It
was.
said wrong love.
Oh.
Because your flatmate tweeted me and I went
I mean,
to work out what it
I
was.
mean the visuals.
Yeah.
Suspect.
But that's the other. I was trying to spit
Yeah,
out
genre-
the good thing
genre.
about them is they jump from genre
Yeah.
to genre. They don't give a monkeys.
I'm trying to find out that 2K indie game. That really was,
It doesn't ring any bells.
it was Xbox era, Xbox 360 era. And well, you just keep talking amongst yourself.
Well, what's next on the what's it?
Next on the
Guitar Hero.
Yeah, let's talk about Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero Live. It looks weird. It's sort of live actiony.
But it's still Guitar Hero.
It's
right?
not backwards compatible at all.
No, because it's got a new
stuff.
guitar and it's got a new thing that kind of attempts to be like chords.
Right, I'm not buying it. No way.
That's it.
That's crazy.
Oh, I remember that.
Right.
What is it?
It's called The Misadventures of P.
I
Winterbottom.
remember that.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah,
Axel
PB
Pixel,
Winterbottom.
wasn't it, that came out
It had
with it
the
as
best
well.
soundtrack. It had a really
Yeah.
cool kind of...
I never played it.
So yeah, that's what the 2-2 game indie 2-2K indie games that I was thinking of.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and EA did the same with Shank and another one.
Shank 2?
I remember no.
Shank 3?
No. I remember going to a showcase.
Yeah, I went to,
and seeing
that
the
same one.
2 EA
Yeah.
indie games, and one was Shank. I was like, this is pretty cool.
Okay.
Pretty simple, pretty cool.
Was one like Microbot or something? Was that later on?
Later
That
on.
was an EA indie game.
So anyway, go back to Guitar Hero. It's Guitar Hero, new controller.
Spare parts? Was it that?
Yeah, it was, right?
It was,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was, and you collected shit to play
Yeah,
with.
that's it. You make your robot.
Right, third time,
There we go.
Guitar Hero.
Yes.
Yeah, Guitar Hero. So basically, most of what you see is video footage, and it seems to react to what you're doing. So if you fuck it up, people start booing you and
How
throwing
is-
bottles of piss at you.
How is that going to work fluently without breaks in?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
They seem to have it.
How are you going to chop that up from when you're doing really well to when you're doing... Imagine you do really well all the time, it's great. But imagine you do really badly, then really well, then really
It's
badly,
like,
then really well.
hey boo,
Yeah.
hey boo.
Maybe they're just not that
hey,
fickle.
boo.
And if
crowd.
you're looking at the crowd... No, but that's the whole thing. The crowd is whether you
Yeah.
fail or don't fail.
The other thing is that because it's in first person perspective, you can't cut. So it has to seem smooth no matter what happens, right?
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting.
It's,
That's what I just said.
You didn't say the one... Yeah, I mean one take. You didn't say that bit. And you didn't
no.
say that it was in first person perspective.
That's what I meant, though.
Alright, well I'm just saying it in a different way, I'm sorry.
No, but if you're suddenly going, boo, yay, boo,
Yeah, no,
yay.
I'm agreeing, I'm agreeing.
How can you do that without there
Yeah.
being an obvious cut?
I'm sure they've nailed it.
I'm sure they have.
Nailed
And
it.
did they really just get like hundreds of thousands of people and put them in a
Put in a
stadium?
room, yeah.
And then...
That's-
If they,
I bet you it's just the front row replicated.
well,
Maybe
no,
there's just
but
like
apparently it's
three-
not though, is it, right?
No,
It's-
I don't have no idea.
Maybe there's just three audiences. There's one for when you do really well, one for when you do
It just
really badly.
changes.
And sort of an in-betweeny one that's sort of going...
Like you look down and you look up and it's just completely different people.
Yeah,
I don't know, you should be able to put your own parents in there as well, because if I was ever
You're a
on stage-
disappointment! You're rubbish!
You're making
Dad,
me
leave me
proud.
alone!
In the trailer that they showed the bit like when you're backstage beforehand, and as you walk out, like a groupie kind of winks at you. I wonder if you can come back and like do some fingering.
For the podcast people, he was doing that in terms of a guitar.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean though? I wonder how realistic it actually is.
It's
Do you know what I mean?
Can you do some
Will there be like a doing a
Can you
cocaine
do
line?
some strumming?
What? Hold X to do line of coke?
Yeah, that's what I want.
No, no, if
next
it's,
gen,
is it a
mate.
touch sensitive thing? 'Cause you can, and it detects the
Yeah,
sniffing.
good,
Brilliant.
good, good.
Yeah, see, we're thinking outside the box.
Tap Y to bang groupies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or isn't it, no, you know when the old one, Star Power, you tipped it, maybe you have to go with the guitar, keep tilting it.
This is beautiful.
I'm genuinely like, whatever happens now these days,
It's gonna be a
game
disappointment,
announcements,
right?
I'm always like, oh, that'd be great fun to stream. And I want to see Rich play Guitar Hero again. Have you ever
Really?
played one?
Yeah, I've got them all. I've got like
Yeah, you
two
got-
rock band guitars and not really.
What difficulty did you play on?
Medium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
I'm
you
hard.
get
I'd be
dead
like,
into it then?
Yeah, I was just playing like expert.
Really?
I
Wasn't,
can do it.
wasn't 90% expert, but I could do.
No.
You could get through a song
Yeah,
next
yeah.
I did one
hard,
expert
I
song
could get
once.
like 100% or 95% plus. So,
I drummed through expert on Something in the Way by Nirvana because the drums are just and then you just wait a while.
an expert.
Yeah.
Really?
Because there's hardly any drums in that song.
Okay.
Was there a Chivo for doing one song
Yeah.
an expert?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember doing Rock Band's piano stuff. I got a 98% on professional keys, playing Imagine by John Lennon.
No.
And
That's
I was just, in the end, I was just kind of mashing the keys. Cause
See, I never played the keyboard one.
Really?
No,
Is that
I
what
played
inspired you to?
No,
get
because
piano?
no.
I don't know why I'm
Like-
doing that.
It's over there, there's a piano. When I was like probably 12, I played for the school.
Oh, you used to play before.
Yeah,
I'm doing that
but I
again.
only played for like 6 months a year.
I'm really
Alright.
And then I
surprised
didn't
that
play for like 18 years.
Okay.
I'm surprised we haven't got the Rock Band stuff in here.
So I'm looking chef.
All right, you gonna bring it down?
Yeah, eventually.
Good to have set up in there, I think.
Yeah.
Well, just get the new stuff.
You keep saying that you'd feel like the Big Bang Theory cast.
Yeah,
playing-
if we'd
playing
streamed
guitar.
it, I'd feel like the big.
No, because what we do is we put wigs on and shit, and we
Yeah.
really
You
get
go
into
for
it.
We watched that for 3 hours.
Yeah. Because it's just like listening to music and like, yeah, boys, I'm here to say that I love you, Mum.
You go and see a real band, how's it any different?
Yeah, well, I don't keep for 3 hours, but they get to sit at home and just wander
Well, no,
out
we'd
when
leave
they
them
get
waiting
bored.
for an hour, because that's usually what happens.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so, yeah, there you go.
Alright, well, Guitar Hero Live, I like that it's back, but I'm not sure I like that you have to buy fucking new instruments.
No, well, you'd have to do it with the Rock Band, do you? They've
Yeah,
announced
said
that,
it,
Rock
yeah.
Band 4. I don't know. I would have thought that that would be priority number one.
What
Making
one are you
everything
more
work.
interested in playing?
I don't know,
Guitar
it's
Hero.
too little to go on. For me, Rock Band. I would
Guitar
prefer
Hero's
Rock Band.
got loads of weird tracks on it as well. Like, it's not just rock stuff. There's like Skrillex on there.
Really?
It's not a guitar game.
Rock
Don't call it
Band.
Guitar Hero. Don't, yeah,
Call it, trying to cater to the 18 to 24
Yeah, exactly,
audience
yeah.
band.
Just call it
Hero.
Music Hero if you want to do all that shit. Stupid.
Wasn't there a music hero?
Probably. I know Band Hero.
Band
wasn't it?
Hero,
That's
that's
it,
it,
yeah.
right?
I was trying to
Fucking
do.
hell. That was like Taylor Swift and people like
Oh
that.
god, didn't it
Did
just
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Changed my mind about her.
Hi Activision, how are you? Can you wing us a copy of Band Hero across? What?
We want to stream it.
I'd just play Taylor Swift Hero.
Would you? Wear a little blonde wig. Yeah, nice.
That's right, a bang.
We've got a sort of blonde wig, haven't we? We could maybe make that happen.
Can you see it in there? Yeah, you can just.
Over there.
There.
The Hulk wig.
So we decided this week, when you weren't here actually, we decided that whatever we use as a prop in like a video or a stream, it becomes part of the office.
Okay.
So that's why that's up
That's
on
cool.
there. That's why there's a feather boa on the lights. And then
So
that's...
what? It's like in a game when you do a mission and your little hub, there's a little item from that mission.
Well, this is...
So I need to bring my wife's dress back in.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
you do, yeah.
you should wear it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ask her where she bought it from, we'll buy a replacement.
It's from White Stuff.
Okay.
White
Isn't that a
stuff.
surf shop? Or a snowboardy?
I've
Snowboardy
no idea.
shop?
I've never heard of that in my life.
It's a really kind of middle class, poncy, middle aged lady
Sort of like
shop.
Fat Face. that
Yeah,
kind of
it's
place.
exactly
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Fat Face.
Yeah. Okay.
What's
There you
Fat Face?
Oh wow. It's like
Is
a
it like
Ponzi. It's like White Stuff.
Is it like
Ponzi
Fat Willie's?
Glaze. Yeah, Fat Willie's Surf
Surf
Shack.
Shack.
Fat Willie's Surf Shack.
Those stickers used to be all the rage on cars.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah, the Fat Willie's Surf
I
Shack
went there
sticker.
once to actual Fat Willie's actual
Oh yeah,
surf shack.
did you have buy a t-shirt as well?
Probably.
Everybody had a Fat
A
Willie's
t-shirt,
t-shirt.
Oh,
Seriously.
Poor old Fat Willie, whatever
In
happened to
Cornwall.
him.
He got a blood clot in his
Did
penis.
he? Did he?
That's why it was
Exploded.
flat.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Let's move on. I don't know, I've done these out of order stupidly.
Deus Ex.
Star Ocean 5.
That's going to be the last one we tried.
Let's talk about Blocks 3.
They've announced it. Black Ops 3's coming in it, and it's in the dark and twisted future is the words they used.
Well, what was Treyarch's last game?
Black
Ops
Ops
2.
2.
Was it?
Yeah.
Which was like 3 years ago?
2010.
Must be, yeah.
Yeah.
10?
Wait
That's-
a minute. No.
No, it must be 2011. No,
Was it?
2012.
2012. Was it really?
Must be.
It feels like it was way
2014
longer
was
ago.
Advanced Warfare. 2013 was Ghosts.
2012 was Black Ops 2.
There you go.
Huh. Okay.
I haven't played any of the
It
blocks.
I
No,
played
neither.
half of the first one and got bored.
I might have to read up on it before
Yeah,
I
there you
go
go.
and see unannounced.
I think it's quite a convoluted story in the single player as well.
Why don't we have those in the office? You know, the blocks games. In
I've
fact-
got like 70 games.
Oh, you got Black Ops 1 there. There you go. You can play that.
Just Google it, mate.
I just want somebody who'll have cobbled together all the cutscenes in YouTube,
Mhm.
surely.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure.
Yeah, so that's coming.
Yeah, man.
Any surprises?
Not really.
I quite like Advanced Warfare. Blops 3's going to have to do something to make me buy it.
So, are they going to take the exoskeletons out of it now?
Yeah, I would imagine.
That's an interesting question, isn't it?
They've all got to have their own angle, right?
Yeah.
I would imagine they wouldn't have exoskeleton,
No.
exo suits.
No. It would be weird, wouldn't it? I don't know.
Isn't
really don't
Blops all like 70s?
The first one is, and then isn't the second one like jumping back and forth between the past and the future?
Aren't all of the Black Ops games like flashback? They've all got flashbacks in them. Isn't one like you're being tortured or interrogated and it flashes back?
Yeah.
And 2, is 2 the one with the horse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 3 will probably be the same. Similar kind of structure, timeline.
I wonder what they can do to energise it.
Don't know. Will they have a famous actor? They can have a Spacey at the front.
Not even that. What are they going to do with the multiplayer? Taking away the exoskeleton, just
They're considered to
revamps
be
the multiplayer.
like the daddies of Call of Duty multiplayer now, because Treyarch isn't what Treyarch used to be.
Treyarch.
No, Treyarch is Infinity Ward is not what it used to be.
Right.
Is what I mean.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Yeah, but Infinity Ward haven't made a game since Ghosts, and that was made pretty much in tandem with Sledgehammer. Who
Yeah.
then made Advanced
Wait a
Warfare.
minute. Was it?
Yeah.
Was it Sledgehammer?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Neversoft.
Neversoft. It was
Yeah,
Neversoft.
you're right.
Yeah, so
What did Sledgehammer do?
Advanced Warfare.
And
No,
they did
before
maps
that.
for like Modern Warfare 3.
Ah, there you go.
They did Modern Warfare 3
Right.
stuff.
We are Call of Duty experts.
Didn't Sledgehammer start the third-person Call of Duty as well?
Yes, they
They
did.
did, and then they had to scrap it.
Yeah.
Or they scrapped it for whatever reason. Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright, well, let's talk about the biggie. Deus Ex Mankind Div. I did.
Yeah, as we brought to you ages ago, we told you the name.
Dear Internet,
Deets.
last E3 we announced, on behalf of Square Enix, Deus Ex Mankind Divided,
Yeah,
and we told you everything that was told.
Stuff we don't even know still yet officially.
Yeah,
we
so
put it all out there.
go back and read that. Just
We were right.
It's set 2 years after
Human Revolution.
Human Revolution.
Yep.
Still got what's his face? He looks
Adam
a bit like Jerry
Jensen.
Adams
Jensen.
now.
Adam
with
Jensen.
Elias Tufexis coming back to reprise his role.
Yeah.
Right.
He told us at one Comic Con that he was doing that.
Yeah.
Well, he told me, he's like, should I have mentioned that? I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Um,
That was last May, by the
I
way.
want to grab the action figure and put his face up to the camera.
it's a rubbish
I don't know
action figure.
It is.
No,
It's
that's-
He
rubbish.
looks like
show-
he's got
let's
a
show.
wasting disease.
Well, he kind of has in a way.
He's a bit of a skinny Adam Jensen. Hi there.
Richie's holding it up to the camera now. Poddies.
back. There you
Go.
Where did you get him from? Did you buy him?
I never asked for this.
Did I get him free with a special edition?
Did you? I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, he is a bit skinny. He's a bit bandy-legged.
But he's a robot, effectively.
Yeah.
So at this point in
His
the
head's
story,
far too small,
His head's
right?
too small. His arms are kind of skinny.
apparently now everybody hates synthetic humans,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
whatever they call them. What do they call them?
Orgs.
augmented.
And
orgs.
oh, do you know what?
Right,
News story
YouTubes.
today that came out is that you can ghost the whole thing. You can complete the whole game.
With, like,
Bosses and all.
bosses and all.
Yeah, including the bosses.
That's the difference. You
So
could
the
do it
bosses
in Revolution, but you had to fight the bosses.
are
didn't you?
presumably going to be more like the bosses in the Missing Link DLC. The boss in the Missing Link DLC, you could defeat it in like one of 6 ways, and one of them was like a non-lethal takedown. One of them you could like steal its gun before you even got to it, so it didn't have its special
That's
weapon.
brilliant.
It's really cool, right?
That is
So
cool.
everything that's cool about Deus Ex, that you can kind of approach shit in your own way, applied to that particular boss in the DLC. Now that boss in the DLC is the only one that was developed by Eidos Montreal, because obviously
Yeah,
they
that is
outsourced all the other
outsourced,
shit,
yeah.
didn't they? So fingers crossed it'll be a bit like that. So that'd be really cool.
I'd love to be able to take a gun away from a boss before the fight.
That's a great idea, isn't it?
Imagine that, and he gets there, and it's like, instead of having this massive chain gun, he's just swinging at you. You're like,
Yeah.
mate,
Where's he
should have
going?
brought a gun
Yeah.
to the knife
To the party.
fight.
To the nice party.
the gunfight.
Yeah, and there's a trailer on the website. If you look at it, it's pretty.
It's just CGI though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's amazing.
I remember
Still
the
watching.
remember the first Human Revolution trailer,
I do,
the
yeah.
Icarus one.
Where he punches through the wall as well, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool.
I get it mixed up in my head with the Syndicate first trailer.
I don't remember that one.
I don't even remember the first Syndicate trailer. No,
Right.
I still haven't finished that game. I bought that ages ago. Played up to this bit where I'm going along like a track and there's a ship, and I was shooting it, and it was this far away from being blown up, and the game froze.
Oh.
So I never went back.
That kind of stuff can derail you, can't it?
Totally.
And never go back.
Yeah.
I've had it with a few games. I'm going to talk about one in particular. No
Yeah.
fault with the game itself. I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I would say later. We've only got like 17 minutes left.
Yeah,
Have we really?
Yeah.
A lot of news today.
Yeah, it's kind of 2
It's 2
weeks.
weeks,
Actually,
right?
that's not really 2 weeks. Was it? Deus Ex was last week.
Most of it's
Everything
this
else
week.
was this week.
Yeah. It's been a busy
Oh,
week.
Black Ops was last week. But yeah, Deus Ex. Pretty stoked about that.
Yes.
That's in my top
Yeah.
5 most anticipated at the moment.
Ditto.
When's it coming out?
They haven't said yet, have they?
I'm
It won't be
sure
this year, will it?
they said soon. Soon suggests this year.
Well, soon's so vague, though.
Yeah,
How soon is soon?
is now.
How
It's
soon is
sooner,
now?
it's sooner than now, right?
Yes.
Sooner
Well,
than
no,
That-
it's
now
later
is- now
than-
is the most
it's later
soon.
than now.
But what's sooner than now? Is there anything sooner than soon?
Like a minute ago.
Like,
Yes.
coming out a minute ago.
Yeah, anyway, so that's good.
Alright, well, I think that pretty much
Wraps
Oh,
up.
no,
wraps up
oh no,
the
oh no,
news.
oh no.
I'm going to talk really...
I haven't talked about Mortal Kombat X, but that's not news, is it?
No, that's why I ignored it.
Yeah.
Usually we have news
I just
and
put
then
it on
games
there.
we talk
Just put it on
about.
there as a note.
So we're pretty much going to talk about Mortal Kombat and Bloodborne. Anything else?
Nah, I think that's it, isn't it?
Destiny? You want to talk about Destiny some more, though?
No, we've done that.
You sure?
We've done that far too fucking much. Let's talk about Persona.
Oh,
Alright,
God.
I'm ready.
Go on.
It's the end of the fucking year!
Is this supposed to be loose?
Fucking
Is
Twiggy.
this-
Good old Twiggy.
Is this not supposed to be tucked into his belt?
Oh,
So what have we been playing?
I was playing with that.
Right, Dan's now sat the little Adam Jensen on his
On his
wink
crotch.
wonk.
I'm never going to touch that again. Oh, God.
right, I don't think I played anything really off the stream.
Okay.
Really?
No?
Are you sure?
Sure.
You always watch Netflix, aren't you, on your Xbox Live?
What have you
You
been
played
playing,
some Mortal
Richard?
Kombat, actually. Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat X.
What's on stream then?
Oh, right, okay. Mortal Kombat X.
What do you
for
think of
review.
that?
I think it's really good. I think it's really, really good.
I saw you do fatalities with Goro,
Yeah.
and they were
It's
brutal.
Peekaboo one. It's Peekaboo one. He smashes their head into their rib cage, and he tears off the front of their torso, so you can see the little head inside.
It's
Peekaboo.
good. It's good. It's good
He's just
shit.
broken his arm down.
Dan's
Yeah.
broken Adam. It's
What?
alright though, because
Oh, it's alright. He's augmented. It's fine.
yeah.
It's fine. He never asked for that, Dan.
You did.
He never asked for
He was
it.
like, take my arms off. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add about the game?
I'm going to be reviewing it. The towers are cool. Good addition. The online's good. I've experienced no issues really with the netcode. It's been fine.
The crypt's funny, isn't
The
it?
crypt's good.
I
I
like
like
it.
the crypt.
I like it. I
It's
think
almost like its own little mini game.
yeah, it's decent. 6 out of 10.
So it's a weird little first person, for people that don't know, it's a weird little first person space where essentially you just go to unlock, to spend the coins
Yeah.
that you've built up by doing combos and winning matches and
But there are
beating
little
bosses and
objectives
shit.
in there. Like,
Yeah, there are. You get
through
attacked
gates
by
and-
things and there's
yeah.
little QTEs.
And there's you've got to find weapons to open certain
And ropes
Things
and stuff to
into-
get across
yeah.
gaps and...
all sorts. It's really cool.
nice
very-
little
very
addition,
touch-
right? What could have
very
been
nice
just a
touch.
boring menu thing.
Well,
Yeah.
it's always
It's a
been
little
like
game
it's always
itself.
been laid out as like a big sort of graveyard on like 1, 2 or 3 screens that you just scroll across. Basically a glorified grid. So it's it's a nice development of that concept. It's cool.
Do you prefer Mortal Kombat X to Mortal Kombat?
Yes, definitely.
Which was
Mortal Kombat
9.
9 was really cool. This is definitely better. Although I'm a little confused by the characters that are included in the story with full movesets that aren't in the game.
Yeah, don't
So
get me
like-
started on that.
So like Rain, Tanya who's in the combat pack, Baraka, Sindel, you fight all of them in the story, yet they're not available as characters in the game.
Or as
Despite them
DLC?
Or as DLC. Only Tanya is.
That is weird.
So it's odd, it's like, so they built these characters, they gave them movesets, and yet I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of plan they have that I don't know about, or maybe there is a way of unlocking them secretly that I don't know about. But it seems unusual.
Well, maybe they're going to send them, in a pack later.
Well, I just think it's bullshit that that's the approach, and it's bullshit that Tanya, who has obviously got a moveset, and she has everything, and she has a story, and all her art assets are in there, and you fight against her, and then they charge you to use her. This is a brand new game.
Yeah.
This is content that has been purposely kept out of the game, like, to fucking shove down somebody else's throat and charge them money, which is, I think, is disgusting.
I could swallow it if the combat pack wasn't so expensive. For 4 characters and a bunch of skin packs, 25 quid. I think that's too much. Way too much.
How much is the game? 50 quid?
The game's like 50 quid, so it's half the price of the game for 4 characters and a bunch of skin
and you get like
packs.
20 characters.
Who came up with that pricing structure? What were they smoking?
It never used to bother me when people moaned about like on disc content and DLC and all that kind of stuff. It never used to bother me, but this seems grubby. Evolve just seems grubby as well. It seems to be like they're pushing it further and further every time.
I don't think people would have as much of a problem with it if the prices were reasonable, if they were fair. But
I would.
If that monster was like a £5 instead of 12 quid, I'd have less of a problem with it. 12 quid. Free. Yeah, the maps are free. That's fair, but I don't know. It just all seems a bit.
I don't like the whole. Like I didn't mind it before, but just this seems cheap to me. Like, oh yeah, we've got a big integral part of the game that we're just going to chop out and fucking sell you at a later date.
That's the thing. It's knowing that even though you spent 50 quid, you're not getting all the game.
Yeah. This is why I don't mind DLC, because DLC games go through certification about 3 months before they're launched. So The Witcher would have gone through certification a couple of months ago, which is why it's going. It's passed all the checks. Microsoft said yes, Sony said yes, PC have said yes, and then that's it. It's going out to be printed, pressed, and sent out to market. Like DLC is them working in those months after. The stuff that's in the game, it would have been there to go through certification.
Yeah.
So they purposely knew that it was ready, but they were just going to charge for it anyway. I just find that really fucking cheap.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Jensen's going to come in and go, Warner. And I like Warner. I think they're doing good stuff in the games industry now. But I just think that's disgusting.
Well, it's strange because like Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor Season Pass was really good value. You got some decent add-on content for the price, but
how much do you? Everyone always blames the publisher for everything.
Right.
How much of the blame do you put at NetherRealm's feet?
0.
I don't know. Do they dictate the pricing at all?
I don't know. I think it depends on the studio and how much power they've got, and on the individual case. To be honest,
I think it depends on who owns the studios.
The thing is,
if
I understand.
they're wholly owned, like NetherRealm or by Warner Brothers, then Warner Brothers effectively calling all the shots anyway, because they'll have a Warner person in there. If it's someone like
Monolith,
Monolith are owned by.
They're always Warner Brothers, but I don't know if they're owned by them, are they?
I think that all of their
didn't
games
they buy them
come
out? Didn't they buy them out?
They must have.
Yeah.
Okay.
But say someone like Respawn,
Right.
that I would say that it's down to them. Well, not down to them, but they have an input in terms of costing and stuff.
Yeah.
So as far as Mortal Kombat goes, I understand now that there's 3 variations to each character, and that superficially makes them worth more. But it's still.
I'm not bothered about that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like Skyrim. Like Skyrim had 200 hours of content. If there was stuff locked in there, then I would have found that cheap as well.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the fact that it's like there, it's in the window.
Yeah.
And then you kind of access to it until they decide that they want to charge you.
Okay. Yeah, I get you.
But maybe their argument is that the characters aren't balanced.
Maybe.
In the multiplayer sphere, which is a fair enough response, but to me it doesn't look like that, because if they're not balanced, like as in terms of like CPU fighting, how can they be balanced or not balanced?
Yeah.
It's too much balancing going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Balancing's important in a fighting game, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, let's
ingredient.
Let's move on and let's give Lee the last 5 minutes to rant.
I've been playing Bloodborne, and it's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
It's
Weren't
funny.
You getting pissed off?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll get to that. Bloodborne, because I only played about 20-30 hours of Dark Souls,
Yeah.
about 10 minutes of Demon Souls, and didn't touch 2.
Yeah.
I've read far more about Souls games than I've played, really. So in my head, Bloodborne was going to be this thing where every time you die, it's because it's your fault. There were going to be like millions of like amazing secrets and things to discover, and it was going to be this hyper rewarding thing that was going to be really, really hard. It's not really any of those things. It has bits that is quite hard, obviously, but it's not as frustrating as people work out. All you got to do is grind for like half an hour and you're laughing.
Yeah.
Then the game's not hard then at all. I still feel that sometimes when I die, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
It's because I've got caught in a fucking stupid bit of geometry, or they've hit me through something they shouldn't be able to hit me through, or I haven't been able to hit them because I've gone clank, even though I just did that move and it didn't go clank. I really like it, but it's definitely not the fucking amazing mountain of genius that it's been painted as. But the other thing is, I'm never playing it again. I'm right near the end.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And
I remember this.
I was playing it the other night, and my beautiful little kitten, my little grey cat Molly, she nuzzled the PlayStation controller and she hit the heavy attack, and it took a swing at one of the NPCs that, because of the way I've been playing, if she dies, I can't get the thing that lets me get the proper ending that would have been able to let me do the funny save thing so I can get the platinum, and that's the thing that was really driving me on. And as I went to pull away the controller from her, she kind of like nuzzled it again, and I hit the fucking NPC again and she died. And now the only way that I can get a platinum is by doing it this time and then going back and doing it all over again. I can't be bothered.
This is the problem with autosaves. I want to have a backup save that I can save wherever I want.
No, but that's the joy of the game.
Really?
No, I agree.
Not for Lee though.
I agree with
No,
that.
to be fair, this is not the game's fault. This is Lee's fault for letting his fucking cat anywhere near a controller or having his character
She was
anywhere.
asleep on my lap.
The thing
But
is, he
I
couldn't
don't-
have.
he's
He
so
couldn't have
good.
predicted that his cat was going to kill an NPC.
No, but it is my fault, and I do agree with Dan that
Okay.
the fact that Soul saves everything that you do. I think that that's good. You can get around it with fiddling cloud saves, though, right?
Just
Okay.
upload a cloud save.
Either way, it's one of those things like you were talking about, like that boss, or me in Advanced Warfare in the story. For whatever reason, I got up to a cutscene and just crashes every time the cutscene finishes.
Yeah.
It makes me just think, oh fuck it, I'll just play something else.
Yeah.
It happened with me with GTA. I turned off autosaves and lost like 5 hours of progress. This is GTA 4.
No.
And didn't go back to it for ages because I was like, I just can't be bothered to
Yeah.
do it again.
It's just it's
That was your
disheartening, isn't it?
No, it's all my. I think they're all my
It's all
fault.
fault.
Well,
It's
other than
all
Call of
destroyed.
Duty, it's all my fault.
No, it's your fault for Call of Duty as well. Should have developed the game better.
I should have, shouldn't I? Yeah. So that's my thoughts on Bloodborne.
Right, we got a couple of minutes left. Let's take these questions.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, we'll try and make this bigger and bigger and more in focus.
Can we have a jingle for the questions, please?
It's time
If
for
this-
the fucking question.
This is going to become a regular feature.
All right. Crosis
Hey, Crosis.
says with Furious 7 / Forza expansion / game / demo and precious few other non-Lego pretty good games tied into films on current and last gen consoles, what upcoming or recent movie would you like to see as a game? What style of game would it be, and what would make it stand out?
This is a great question. I wish we had longer than 4 minutes now.
You should have prepared. That's a brilliant question, Crow. Dog Day
What?
Afternoon.
What? Didn't he say upcoming movie?
Recent movie. Upcoming or
That's
recent?
not recent.
No, it's not, is it?
40 years old or whatever.
Alright, Star Wars 7, 8,
Fuck
9.
I'm going to go with John Wick. And I'm
I
going
still
to make
haven't
it.
seen that.
I'm going to
I've
make it
not
like
seen
a martial arts kind of beat 'em up,
Right.
like a Devil May Cry, but with fisty combos and stuff.
I haven't seen
Sorry.
Interstellar yet, but I
Fisty
imagine it'll
combos.
probably make a good game.
Interstellar, I don't know.
I've seen
No,
it yet.
it
No,
would not
no.
make a good
I don't know
I've
if
seen
it would.
No?
No.
Um,
Alright, we've got to move on now. We won't be
Yeah,
able to answer
sorry,
it all.
I'll-
Sorry,
Deadpool.
Crow. We might answer that
That's
one a bit
already
more in the
Deadpool
stream. man.
No, but like,
there probably will be a movie tie-in for Deadpool.
Alright.
but I'll be
what
very
about
surprised if
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man game.
What
I'd
about
love to see one of
Daredevil, where
those.
you can't see anything?
Yeah, that'd be
you just
brilliant.
have to respond to noises.
Yeah, that could be
Alright,
good.
alright.
Mason Locke has asked.
That's Recruit, by the way.
Is that Recruit?
Yeah.
Oh, of course it is. It's got his little thing, Skullgirls thing. I'm going to ask the proper question. What are your thoughts on minifigs or games that use them, like Amiibos, Skylanders, and the recently announced Lego Dimensions? I really like them.
Genius cash-ins.
The Disney Infinity Marvel ones are really cool.
Mate, it's all about Lego Dimensions.
Yeah, I'll be getting that.
But I've already said we're having shelves up there, and then having all the minifigs.
Yeah, I love that shit.
As a man comfortably into his 30s who plays video games and talks about them for a living, I feel like getting into them would cross a line. But if no one was looking, and I had the money, and I didn't have to explain to my missus, I'd get well into it.
Why are you bothered about who's looking? I've got the Marvel ones on display at home. I don't care.
Yeah, well, you're you. My name's Jeff. Don't you have any more guests?
Well, we only do that when one of us is away. Or special events like GDC. Oh yeah, we had Mark, didn't we?
Yeah, we did have Mark.
Yeah, well, we can sort out some more guests, I reckon.
We will look into that, Jeff.
If people want us to have guests, who would you want to?
Yeah, that's the question for you.
Back at you. Boom.
Right back at you.
Tables turned.
Last one.
Can we answer that one?
Why don't you guys upload your live streams onto YouTube? Asks Fizzy Gamer.
There was a simple answer for this, because basically we didn't want to
bombard.
No. Devalue the rest of the content that we put onto YouTube. Like the YouTube, like whoever wants to see our past highlights can do so on Twitch with us. Yeah. So they're all in there. If they're on YouTube, that creates this ridiculous amount of work a week for one. It's like downloading, editing 9 videos or 3 videos, depending on how many games we play. Upload them onto YouTube. I just think that when we actually do a proper preview then, and a proper review and a proper feature, that it just kind of gets
lost in the noise almost, right?
So we don't want to do that. But what we are going to do, starting soon, we haven't worked out when, is we do the news on Twitch now, starting at 5 PM every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That'll soon be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday by the end of the year. And then we're going to put those on YouTube, because I think those bite-sized daily news segments people will like, and there's always content every day then.
And we do the highlights video.
We do the highlights video, and the highlights video are brilliant. So if you don't see them here, because I edit them, no, just because so much shit happens in an entire month that there's always interesting and hilarious stuff going on. So that was your questions answered. I think this place has got asbestos, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
But yeah, it was 32:24. That about wraps up this week. We should be back next week, maybe. And I've been Dan Webb. You've been
Lee Bradley
and Rich Walker.
Thanks very much, folks. See you next week.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.